Alright guys, hello and welcome to Albion Online. I'm playing, you're gonna want to watch this video if you're joining for spring break, or if you're a new player that's transitioning into the East server when those launch. This video is going to help you. Okay, it's going to teach you how to min-max everything you do at the beginning of the game, so that way as much valuable as possible out of every silver you spend, and it's going to make it to where you can maximize your reward for all of your risk whenever you start a new character in Albion. So we're going to go ahead and get into it right now. I'm going to be playing through this with my friend Beast. He's the co-streamer and the right hand in my guild. We're not going to be joining a guild. We're not going to be playing with any donations. We're not going to be transferring silver. We're not going to be swiping a credit card. So everything we do is going to be from in the game, and all the progress we're going to be making is what a new player can do and have access to without any extra fame or experience in the game. And we're just going to show you the best way to start a new character, so you can make money on a new server with a brand new economy as fast as possible. And if you're joining the West server for spring break and you're just getting into the game, you can make money to at least fund yourself. But if you're using this guide to start your character on the East server when it launches with a brand new economy, you're probably going to be one of the richest people in that server for like a very, very long time if you stick to the guidelines and principles that we're going to teach you right now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start the call with Beast, and we'll get the video going. Hey Beast.
Yo.
All right, so I'm making a character right now. I'm just going to go male because I always go male. I don't know why. This dude looks fine to me. I might change it a little bit.
I'm gonna go forgot his name.
I mean, this all doesn't matter. You can change all the looks whenever you get into the game, whenever you want. For I think it's like free or with a little bit of silver, but you can't change your gender from male to female. So that costs actual real money. You have to buy gold with it in order to do it. So if you want to be a boy or be a girl, pick that right now. And then after that, go ahead and then just design your character however you want to look, and then you can get into the game. First thing you're going to do whenever you get into the game is a tutorial. So that's important. Let's go with this. Let's do silver's cool. White's cool. I like white. It looks clean. I don't really like beards. Let's go clean shaven. And then tunic, we'll just do modern. Is there a red? Oh, let's go with black. Okay. I gotta choose a name. Where's the name? Am I missing it? Choose name? Okay. Oh, I just got a name, Humble Clicks. That's insane. Oh, I'm gonna click check mark on play tutorial, okay? You make sure you do that. Don't just enter the world.
Alright. Yeah.
We can pick the starter town in a little bit. So you wake up on the beach, and the first thing you're gonna see is like, you gotta click on the ground to move, right? So you just left click or right click, either one's gonna work. If you're on mobile, just tap or use the joystick. So we gotta find a way off the beach. Your mini map's down here. That highlighted circle is gonna be where you need to go. You can press N if you're on PC to find where you need to go in more specific detail, because this is your local map. M is your global map. So we're on the tutorial island right now. And then, the mini map will show you kind of where you need to go. You can zoom in on here too. I'm going to skip this song real quick. Okay.
Another survivor.
Complete it. We found him. He's telling us to do some other thing. So we need to go here and then go up the stairs to find this chest. and he wants us to look over the lighthouse pier thing, and then we'll go back down to him and complete this second task. It's just teaching you how to move and find your way up and down in the map. And you can use a spell in your boots to run by pressing F. That's another task, and then it's going to want you to talk to him and complete that. Now we got to go collect rough logs and rough stone. This is just teaching you how to gather without tools. Later you'll make tools, and this will be faster, and you'll also be able to gather things that are higher level. But just rough stuff, rough logs, rough ore, or rough stone, you can gather without tools. So we got to gather a certain amount, so let's get 6 of each. I think you get 2 every time you gather, which is cool. If you move while the loading bar is moving and it doesn't complete, you won't grab it. So just make sure you get everything you need. We will go ahead and craft our first sword. Okay, and then we'll press I to open our inventory and equip it by right clicking on it, or you can drag it up and down. What the heck does it want us to do now? Oh yeah, we got to click on it and select spells. So we have 1 or 2. I'm going to use the first one. No. Yeah, I'm going to use the second one because it's an AoE. Complete that task for creating our own gear. And then we're going to find our way. We got to equip a shield that it just gave us. So open your inventory with I, right click, and then I don't want to do this announcements thing. And then it wants us to run out to this gate so we can fight our first monsters. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and press. That's why I like this ability, because it hits all 3 of them at once. If you're on computer, you can also you can left click somebody to target them, and you can press space, and it will auto attack them as you move back and forth. So that's good to know, because auto attacks are super important. You don't want to miss any. This bag will give you a helmet. This is called your destiny board. You press B to open and close it. And then fame is the in-game experience for leveling up your equipment and all your stuff. And it's just explaining all this right now, where it's at and everything. You can click track down here to pull it up on the side. You can even expand this to see what you're leveling up right there. You can change what you track by clicking this, right? So that's pretty good to know. And then, like I said, B opens and closes the destiny board. Just to split this up for you, there's a yellow side, a blue side, an orange side, a green side, and a white side. The white is your total experience, and it's your adventurer tree. So whenever you learn this, it's going to be like your character's progression throughout the entire game for everything you do in the other trees. Your combat tree, your crafting tree, your gathering tree, and your farming and cooking tree, and your alchemy tree. So like any fame you get in any of these will add to this progression right here. And this just unlocks the main thing it unlocks is capes and bags. Okay, so you'll get a better bag and a better cape, and then this is where you get all your normal mounts as well. So the first one you'll unlock is tier 3, and then tier 4, which is journeyman, adept, and then there's expert, which is tier 5, master, which is tier 6, grandmaster, tier 7, and then elder, which is 8, right? And it just unlocks different types and more variety and higher stats on the gear, and more carry weight on the bag, and then, you know, obviously better amounts and stuff. The combat tree, you're level 2 right now, so all your equipment is like level 1. You'll progress to level 2 really quickly. Once you get level 2, you can have a full set of gear, and then any tree you branch out into is going to be the journeyman stuff, level 3. And that's where you start to get a variety of stuff, because right here, if you use the bow, the sword, or the fire staff, it'll branch off into multiple different things. So this fire staff will come up here to all the magic wands, right? The different types. So you have cursed, arcane, cursed, fire, frost, and holy, right? Off of the original tier 2 fire staff. Okay, whenever you use it, you get experience towards this. And then if you pick up any individual one of these, you'll get experience towards the tier 4 version, which has a variety of, let's say, we'll find the holy one. So whenever you use the tier 3 holy, okay, you'll start to get experience towards tier 4, and then you have a variety of different types of holy staves that you can unlock, and you can do that for any item in the game, right? The sword is going to unlock most of the melee stuff down here, which is like axes, maces, hammers, brawler gloves, and crossbows. And then the dagger, or no, the bow, right, is going to unlock the Journeyman Hunter, which has bows, quarterstaffs, daggers, nature healing stabs, spears, and torches, which is just an offhand. The fire staff will also unlock an offhand called the tome, and that just unlocks different things you can hold in your offhand compared to the torch, which is up here, and it has, like, you know, different things that are more combat focused rather than support focused. So you can do all that. Anyway, this orange line is a Reaver progression. So the Reaver progression is just how, like, your combat tree and how far you've gotten in your combat tree. Once you unlock a tier 4 version of an item, okay, you start to level up, like, levels out of 100, and, like, once you get to level 10, you can start to use the tier 5 versions. Level 30 is tier 6, level 60 is tier 7, and then once you're 100 out of 100, you can use the tier 8 version. And then out here on the very edge of the Destiny board from tier 4 is the specialization. So once you got 100 mastery, right, in that item, you'll start to build up a specialization in that item, and every level in here gives you more item power, and we'll go over what item power is in a little bit. So specialization bonus to the item power of Oathkeepers specifically. So that's how you read your Destiny board. You can do the same thing for the progression from tier 2 to tier 3 to tier 4 in gathering tools. The more you use them, same thing. And then over here, you start to craft items. The more you craft specific items, the more you unlock refining resources or crafting those specific items, and then you can start crafting higher tiers. And it's the same way all the way around, and then you can get a specialization all the way around. So that's the Destiny board. We'll pick up this helmet and put it on, and we'll keep going. Alright, so these guys down here are friendly. We just zone through to another map. So we're going to have a new map on our end. And then we'll just try to do the tasks here as fast as possible. So that way we can get to the mainland and start to make money. There's different strategies in the tutorial as to, like, how you can benefit, right? That used to be to where a couple seasons ago you would just gather a bunch of rough stone, because over here there is a cluster of them, like all of these rough stone right here. In the mainland, they're spread out all over the maps, and they're not clumped up like this. So it'd be like really hard to get a lot of them, but here you could gather a ton, and then you could take it off into the mainland, and they'd be worth a lot of money. They're still kind of worth it, but they're not worth as much as the way I'm gonna make money. So I mean, that's an option, but we don't really need it. We'll gather those for a task later. So we need to find the novice mule in the marketplace and press buy. It's just telling us how to buy items from the auction house. In this game, all of the items are player crafted. I don't know about the tutorial ones. I think these are actually the only NPC vendored items in the game. But mules here are 3 silver. In the mainland, they're like 5,000. So we're going to capitalize on that here in a minute. And we're gonna get some starting cash for our characters. So I'm gonna buy one. It wants me to press I and open my inventory. You can drag it in, or you can right click it and then press A down here to mount your mule. And then we've finished that quest. Now it wants us to find the wounded crafter, which is out here towards the next map. So we'll go ahead in here, and he'll give us some tools. No, he gave us another quest. We need to get an axe and a pickaxe. So we'll go to the weapons crafter here, and we need to get these materials. So we need 3 rough logs and 3 rough stone. We can go ahead and grab them for free with no tools. So we need a total of 6. We turned those into the other guy, so I don't know why it's asking us to gather them again. That's kind of annoying. I don't really like double backing. or back, doubling back. You know what I'm saying? And there's not very many trees here. Okay, that one wasn't even a full stack. 5. There we go. Okay, cool. So then we'll go talk to this. This is a refining station, but it's like a tier 1, right? Like, it's a normal tool maker. These guys in town can be built around the city and upgraded to... so we just got those tools, and we'll collect this reward to get the other 2 that we can craft. And then we got another quest to open the world map by pressing M. So it's just teaching us what everything I taught you already about the world map and the local maps by pressing N. And then this shows you where you are. But in the main city, right, or in some of the main cities, because there's like 6 in the rural continent, there's Bridgewatch down here, right there. There's Limhurst right here. There's Fort Sterling right there. There's Thetford right here, and then there's Martlock right there. All of them have a local map with a bunch of crafting stations, and they can be upgraded to tier 8. And players own all of these plots, and if they don't, they're going to be for sale, and they'll say owned by server. Whenever it says owner, instead of somebody's name, it'll say server. Like that says system right there, owner system. That one's owned by the system, and you're not going to want to use that. I'll explain why later, but basically that's what a crafting station is. Just places that you craft tools or bags or capes. There's another one over here that is for the melee items. I don't know why I'm stuck on this invisible wall. I can't even talk to this guy for some reason. It's later in the progress. Anyway, so press A, mount up. We'll go into the forest and we'll get the quest done. Are you in the tutorial right now, brother?
Yeah, just chilling right now.
What did you name your character?
Humble Beast, none of mine.
Oh, okay. We don't have a friends list yet because we haven't unlocked it up here, so we can't add each other, but we'll just get tasks done until we get there. Alright. I'm going to skip this song too. Alright. So we need to kill some foxes, it says, because we need to skin them for hide. So we're going to kill these little foxes. You want to use your Q ability as often as possible, just because it does extra damage. Because we're doing single target, right? And these guys aren't aggressive. We can't like use our mount to run around and get aggro from them. It's like we can't just run past them and make them mad at us. So I'm gonna go ahead and once I'm out of combat, I'm gonna change back to the other one because it does more damage to a single target rather than a group. And we will go ahead and hit this guy for more damage and fight him. If you're low on health, press R and your guy will start healing. But if you move or press it again, it'll cancel it. So be mindful of that. Alright. So we need to find 4 rugged hide from foxes and gather birch logs with our brand new axe. Because this is a tier 1 axe, you can gather 1 tier higher worth of resources. So this birch log is actually tier 2. So is the hide. So now that we have a tool, we can gather 1 tier higher. If you have tier 3, you can gather tier 4. If you have a tier 4 axe, you can gather tier 5. You know, all the way up to tier 8. And then it's a 50% increase to the speed or the duration. So like if I have a tier 1 axe, right, and it takes me 10 seconds to gather tier 1 wood, okay, it will take me 15 seconds to gather tier 2, but it'll only take me 5 seconds to gather something that would like tier 0, which doesn't exist. But say it's like tier 3 and it takes 10 seconds to gather tier 3 wood with a tier 3 axe, it'll take you 15 seconds to gather tier 4, but it'll take you 5 seconds to gather tier 2. So, and it stays like that all the way up, right? And it's 50% for every tier. So if you have a tier 8 axe, it'll take half the speed for tier 7, and then half of that for tier, which is like a 75% reduction for tier 6, and then like an 85% reduction for tier 5 if you're using tier 8, and it just gets faster and faster. So like tier 8 can like instantly take tier 2 and tier 3. So I got the stuff I needed. Now we need to go back to the camp, and it's gonna ask us to like talk to the dude again, and then we need to craft some stuff. So return to the camp and talk to the guy. Complete this. Okay, accept. Now we need to go to the mountains and gather some fiber with a sickle. right? You need this to gather fiber, this to gather skin, this for ore, and that for wood. Time. And obviously don't run in there. The forest is not where we're going. We're supposed to be going to the mountains over here. So that was a mistake I made because I went to go get a water. But yeah, just skip that part. You know, come over here. If you ran into the forest, run back to town. Over here in the snow biome, right, there's going to be fiber. We need to grab some cotton. It wants us to grab 4 cotton and 6 copper ore. If you press A to like mount up, it's going to summon your mule, right, which takes quite a while. But if you press A, you can get off of it. And if you just click on it, you'll remount it rather than resummon it, which is much, much quicker. And anytime you're inside this circle right here, you have a much higher carry capacity because the mule is giving you a carry capacity. Okay, it's helping you carry more weight. If you walk out of it, this will go up. If you have another mount, like any other mount that's better than a mule, because you'll have your own carry weight with your bag, but it'll be less than your mount. So, all right, we got the fiber. Let's go get some ore. So these nodes will spawn, right? And like they'll spawn with like 3 out of 9 with 1 tick. And over time, as people aren't consuming them, they will go up to 6 out of 9 and then like 9 out of 9. And then they'll stay full until someone harvests them. So most resources, like the one that I just gathered, will have 3 out of 9. But if we sit here long enough, it'll tick up to 6 out of 9. Because it'll start to slowly refuel over a couple of minutes. But I got all the stuff I needed, so we're just going to head back to town. And we're going to go ahead and do what we can to get the most out of this this start. Yeah, from Porter Rich, from the best start you possibly can get is what I'm trying to give you guys. So we're going to smelt the bars. This is another type of refinery. It's a tier 1. Like I said, you can get up to tier 8 in the city. You don't have to build them. Players will build them for you, and then they'll charge you just a tiny little bit for the usage fee whenever you're using it to refine your materials. And now it wants us to make planks. We can go ahead and do that. And then we can go ahead and make a simple cloth. Okay, cool.
Bro, you hit excellent on your sword, bro. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did. That's an excellent roll. So yeah, now that he mentioned that, these are normal quality items, and they have an item power of 100. Okay? So tier 3 is going to have, like, those are tier 2 items, yeah. Tier 3 items, let's see, right here. Where am I at? Yeah, let's say tier 3 items, they're going to have an item power of 500. And then tier 4 is going to have an item power of 700. And then tier 5 will have 800. Tier 6 will have 900. And then tier 7 should have 980 or almost 1,000. And then 800 should have, you know, 1,100 across most weapons and stuff. So let's see here. It's probably easier to do it with armor and stuff. So 700, 5 is 800, 6 is 900, 1,000, and then 1,100, all the way up, right? And then tier 3 has that the 500 instead of 700. Tier 2 is, you know, the 100 or 300 for combat items. So, you want higher item power. That's going to give you higher stats. So like this gives you all these base stats whenever you're looking at it. The major thing to tiers is going to be max health. The higher tier, it's going to give you more max health. And the higher quality, the more item power. So there's normal, there's good, there's outstanding, then there's excellent, and then there's masterpiece. Okay? So crafting an excellent quality sword in the tutorial is actually very lucky because it's the second best quality you can craft on an item. So I have an extra 60 item power on my weapon, which is pretty significant. But that's what item quality is and item power is. And we'll go over enchants later, and that affects item power in a completely different way. But just be mindful of the average item power you have. You can find it by pressing I, clicking this tab, and then looking at your average item power. If someone has a significantly like higher average item power than you, I would stay away from them in a yellow, red, or black zone because you don't want to fight them. Yeah, and yeah, like the higher quality, like a masterpiece, which is the best, is extremely rare to get. You need a very high mastery in your crafting to get that. But we'll keep going real quick. I need to bring my resources to the crane. Oh yes, okay. Over here on the bottom of the map, we'll just go ahead and turn that in, finish that quest, and we should get a quick reward from this table. Oh, look, we got food. That's great. We got a task. We can click the food. The food, you can click on it, mouse over this, and it will show you the buff for it. So right here, this will increases your health regen out of combat by 100%. So now, like, say we regenerate health. Let me see, health regen at 32 per second. Now, if we eat that food, it'll go up to like 64 per second, and we only have 1,000 health. So 10 seconds, and we should probably be full health or almost like 60%. It just showed us what learning points are. Up here, this is where you can find your learning points if you press B to open your Destiny board. What these are for is whenever you're training something up, right? Like say I want to get to tier 2 in my gear, I'm going to have to do combat until I do that. But you only need 20%, and once it gets to this line, you can use the learning points that it says to learn it. But combat fame is not worth using learning points on, because the higher tier combat you have, the faster you can get the experience, and it's very easy to get combat experience. There's also different items in the game that are rewards from like arenas and things like that you can consume, like tomes of insight, or like the tomes that you get for free that are non-tradable, and they'll give you like thousands of fame at the same time. And there's lots of bonuses in the game, like faction flagging for faction warfare, or going out into the Blacklands, or just different things like that will give you like percent increases to your combat fame. And there's also the same thing for crafting, but there is no other way to get gathering fame. So I would advise you to save all of your learning points to level up your gathering skills, because this is a grind that you can't skip, and the only skip you have is by getting to 20% of the current level and then using learning points to skip the other 80%, so you can start to unlock the next one. And the only level in gathering that matters is the 1 out of 100. Level 2 through 99 don't matter, because that just increases your yield and the amount of like fame you get from gathering tier 4 with the tier 4 tool. But you'd rather use your learning points on level 1 out of tier 5 as you start to build this up when you're using your tier 4 skinning tool or whatever tool you're using. So that way, like when it gets to here, you can use your learning points again, skip 80%, and unlock the tier 5 tool. So that way you can gather tier 6 and start moving towards tier 6, get to 20%, use your learning points, and see how many learning points it takes. If you're not premium, you only get 10 a day. If you are premium, you get 30 a day. So it's very hard to get learning points, and I would only use them if you're a new player on gathering, because you want to skip as much of this gathering fame as possible, because man, it is a grind sitting there hitting rocks and trees and bushes and stuff like that. You don't want to be doing that forever. You want to get to the next tier so you can make more money and get higher level stuff faster. So now we need to go and to the outpost, and we need to kill some heretics for some maps. So let's go do that. We got our armor and stuff. That's all good.
I think I'm gonna use battle axe, bro.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine with me, man.
Just a good like all around,
Yeah, it's gonna be good for a new player, but I'm gonna do a specific build until we get off the island, and then I'll change it once we get there, because we're gonna get 4 tomes of insight. It's the first thing we're gonna be doing. So we gotta run into the heretic camp. This camp is different for everybody. Some people will have to go over here. Some people will have to go to this camp down here, and there's also like a little outpost in the middle that it might take you to. But the objective is the same. You just got to run past this stuff without activating it, because you really don't need to kill anybody. And then you just find the maps, and then you just take them. There you go, took them. Okay, now we gotta kill heretics until you reach a learning point threshold for the trainee combat node, which is here. So we just need to get 20%, so we can use the 1 learning point to finish this task, and then unlock tier 2 gear. So I'm gonna get off my mount. I'm gonna go ahead and select abilities for all my other stuff, and then I'm gonna change back to the AoE ability and wait for the cooldown to happen. Anytime you change gear, change potions or food, or change the abilities on your gear, it's going to put a 10-second timer on all your abilities. And I'm gonna go ahead and eat my carrot soup so that way I can heal faster after combat starts or ends, you know what I'm saying? So okay, very cool. Alright, cool. Alright, so we're almost there already. Just killed a few of them. I don't want to fight that big guy with a shield. He's much harder to kill. The wild bouncer. Because I think he has an ability. I'm not sure if he does on Tutorial Island, but I don't want to find out. Not sure if he has an ability that blocks damage for a minute, but it's kind of annoying as a new player to fight against. So I'm just going to kill these little guys and try to tag as many as I can. So that way I can mob them up, and then I'll pull them away with my running. And then I'll just... You jerk! That dude just killed all my enemies.
Yeah, but you still got all the fam because they were aggro.
Oh, okay. I hit him first. Oh, so he one-shot them for me. Thank you. Anyway, I was going to use my AoE to kill them, but he tried to take them from me. Anyway, press B. Now you can go ahead and click on this right here. And you see how you've hit 20%? You can lose 1 learning point, and it'll give you the whole level now, right? So now this is unlocked completely, and you can use all this gear, and you can start working towards whatever other gear you want in tier 3, which is pretty significant. Understanding how learning points work, but again, I would advise you only use them on gathering skills, not combat ever, because in my opinion that's just a waste. Alrighty, so like I said, there's another strategy to making money whenever you start up by gathering a bunch of stone, but stone right now in the open world is not valued like it used to be. Rough stone used to be a couple thousand a piece, and you could carry a ton off the island, but it takes a while to gather that many. It takes like an extra hour or so, and I'm trying to get you through this as fast as possible because on a new server you're basically going to be racing to success, and the first person that is like successful is going to have a huge advantage on the rest of the players in the new economy. So you can even skip through all this stuff, the basic tutorial, until the very last quest where it tells you to light the beacon if you're a veteran player and you know what you're doing. So that way you can understand the rest of the game. But right here, I'm going to go ahead and click this tab to make armor, and I'm going to make plate boots. Because for me, plate boots are the most advantageous. They help you carry the most, I think. And then I'm going to take my mule, and then I'm going to unlock what I want. I want a leather chest and a leather hood. Yeah, I'm going to get a bow because I really want to unlock daggers. That's just my favorite weapon, but that's completely up to you. I got to get some logs. I don't know, man. You're going to use the great axe, right?
Battle axe.
The battle axe?
Yeah, man.
Alright. Well, that's cool.
I mean, what are we going to be doing? Like, what kind of content?
Well, we're just going to be economic starting so that way we can have an advantage, but I mean, we're going to be killing mobs. We're going to be running like 1 or 2 dungeons, so I mean, that's probably not a bad idea. Alright. Is tier I don't even know if you can refine tier 1. Did I just gather all that for no reason? Yeah.
Yeah,
We-
you can't find it.
Yeah, we gotta refine tier 2. So to make the bow that I want, I gotta go get some tier 2 planks. That's my bad. So we gotta go kill them birch ones. I might even go to the toolmaster, spend my silver to re-roll my mount and my boots and my bag to carry more. If it's possible. I don't know if that's possible on the tutorial island.
I don't think it is.
Alright, so we definitely gathered more than 12. We gathered 24. So we'll go to the lumber mill and refine them all. Cool. Go back over to the hunter's lodge. And we will craft a bow. Oh my goodness. I really didn't make enough? 27? Okay. We need 32. I thought it said 12. My bad.
I'm gonna go to Bridgewatch, bro.
Bridgewatch. Why? Because we're
Yep.
gonna gather hide?
Yep.
Sounds like a smart idea.
Alright, well,
Hold on, don't go. You gotta run mules out.
oh yeah, you're right. I do gotta do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Look for the repair bench and see if you can re-roll your bag and stuff. You're not stopping to explain stuff, so you're moving pretty quick.
Yeah. I'm glad you reminded me to grab meals, or else I would have fucking.
Had no money, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a slow walk out, but that's okay. It's gonna be fun.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, the other day Hobo gave me a masterpiece tier 1 broadsword, and I was like, what the heck?
He bought it.
Right? Yeah, he bought it, yeah.
When you get here, there's no way to exit.
Ready for the wild?
Yes, there is. Okay, so I got a tier 2 bow. I'm going to put that on. I'm going to use the multi-shot and the ray of light and the enchanted quiver for now. And then I'm going to go to this tool maker. And I'm going to go to wait, where's the tool maker? Over here. And I'm going to go to accessories and I'm going to craft a novice bag. So we need to get some hide and some cloth. So I'm going to go back up here and get some fiber. Because we want to be able to carry as much as possible when we leave. And you're not going to be able to do that without a bag. So. Okie dokie. And then we need to go get a little bit more hide. Alright. So we're going back to the woods and we're going to click B. We're going to go up to here. We're going to click on the tier 2 bag. It takes 12 and 12, so we're pretty close. We have 11 there. We just need like one thing of. See, that bow's doing great. Way better than that sword. And then I got the boots, and I got the mercenary jacket, and the leather hood. So, plate boots, a bow, leather jacket, leather hood. Sounds good to me. We're going to refine the leather. And then we're gonna refine the cloth.
Hey, love. Weaving.
Okay. Is this the repair bench? Is that dude just not... You can't talk to him? So anyway, let's craft a bag. Cool. And then we'll equip the bag so we have more carry weight by 20 kilograms, which is a lot. Now we need to go to the Mage's Tower and see what you can craft there. So all we gotta do is just talk to this guy. And then we're good to go. And then we can talk to this person. And he's like, hey, to get a cape, let's go craft or buy tier 2 armor. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade the same stuff. So let's get the leather right here at the Huntsman, right? We'll craft the mercenary jacket. We need some more leather for that. And then a leather hood we can craft now. And then we can put that on. Right there. Put that on. Cool. Now we have a cleanse. That's cool. So we need 16 hide. And we're almost done with the tutorial. Right after this, it's going to tell us to go light the beacon or whatever, and that's whenever we're gonna go light the beacon, but we're not gonna leave. And then we'll run back, get some mules to sell. Where is the fox? What does the fox say? It says, I have the hide. Okay. We need 16 for the chest, I think. B, this chest requires 16, yeah. And we have 18 hide. It's 1-to-1, refined to raw, or raw to refined, so we can go ahead and do that. Okay, that's cool. So we'll go to the tanner. Oh, no, the tanner. And we'll refine all that. And then we'll make our mercenary jacket. Over here at the Huntsman's Path. Or Huntsman's Lodge. There we go. Mercenary jacket craft. Okay, equip that by right clicking it. And then we just go turn in this quest. Okay, cool. And now we have like 6k in our inventory. It says find the heretic fort in the mountains, so we got to run up there real quick. All right. Okay, so we'll run up here. It wants us to go into either one of these big gates. Right here on the fortress. So we'll just run to the closest one, run in, and then it'll ask us to report back or kill some stuff. So now it says create a distraction by killing heretics. And we need to pick an ability for our chest. Forgot to do that. I'm going to pick the Inferno Shield so we can reflect damage back to them and kill them faster. You want to dodge the red stuff on the ground. And we got to kill 6 more, no problem. Oh, that hurt. Alright, cool. Go find another group. 3 more. You can reactivate your E on the bow to like dodge stuff now, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna press F to heal and then We'll go kill one more heretic on the way out. Pick up that juicy silver, and let's go ahead and go. Also, in your settings, if you go to game settings and you go to controls, you can change your indicator, like your mouse. So I changed it to crystal so I can see it better. I'm going to go ahead and change this to quick cast on button press. So that way, whenever you're using abilities that have like a range like this, or they have like an indicator like that, you can just press the key wherever your mouse is and it'll instantly happen, rather than you having to wait and like press it again after the indicator pops up. So okay, so now we got to go further, create further chaos by setting fire to their ammunition storage, right? So we got to run over here to the other side of the fortress. Try to avoid all of them, because at this point you don't need to fight them. It's a waste of time. And boom, set fire to that. And now we gotta light. We either gotta call a ship in so we can escape this island that they're holding us on, with a beacon, right? So we run up here and we try to light this beacon. Okay, and then that's it for the tutorial. Right here, the doors are gonna open. But I don't want you to go through those doors, because as soon as you go through those doors, they'll close behind you. And we have to transport our first transport of our entire Albion career, so that way we can make some starting cash, because we don't want to start with 225 silver. That's for sure. And for me personally, 6K might be a lot for you in value, but it's not. It's not nearly enough, and we need more. So we're going to be greedy. And we're going to go sell everything or destroy it if we can't sell it. And I might try to find a repair bench to like actually, you know, re-roll the quality of my stuff. But we'll see. Tier 2 and Tier 3 stuff is extremely cheap in the open world, because nobody really needs to use it. So now we're going to run down to the market. Is this guy the repair bench? I think he is. Yes. Okay, cool. We can re-roll our shit. Oh, we don't have enough silver. Alright, that's fine. We'll sell everything that we have. Oh, let's repair first. Repair all for 33 silver. That's totally cool. Talk to this guy. Sell this. Sell that. Oh, really?
Come again. Buying or selling. Stay honest. Got
Oh, it's not
everything?
gonna let me sell anything.
Welcome, friend.
Oh, because this is worth... Oh, I don't want to buy that.
See you later.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna trash all this stuff. Dang, bro. Can't even sell my... I want to sell stuff. Okay, nobody's buying stuff here. Oh, we can sell this for 9 silver. I'll do that. 34 silver. That's cool. Oh, refined stuff is being bought here. Very, very good. That's great. So we can trash this real quick. Boom.
Satisfied?
We know that hide is worth the most. So let me remake a tier 1 skinning knife. Or let's just do the planks. They're the second most expensive, and we already have the axe left. So let's keep the axe, and let's go make, you know, like 1,000. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and do this. Let's say screw it. It's not worth re-rolling because we're trying to get into the economy. We're trying to get in the new server. We're trying to start up our new character. Sorry for testing that during the tutorial, but it's okay. We figured it out pretty quick. And you can sell refined tier 2 materials here and actually make silver pretty quickly. So that's 71 silver. We're gonna go ahead and buy. So we'll make sure you're on your mule, right? It's out and you're in the circle because it increases your carry capacity, right? I'm gonna delete the axe and I'm gonna buy like 17 of these. Like buy this one, buy that one, buy this one, and because I'm at 80%, it put it in this tab here so I can take it because it doesn't want to put me overweight. But I'm gonna keep buying them, and I'm gonna buy them until this says like 17. And it's going to tell you that it couldn't be transferred into your inventory every time. So, right? That's okay with us. We just want a bunch of money when we start out the game. For basically free. Like no work. Don't have to go kill anything. Don't have to complete a quest. Just got to fucking make the money. So there we go. There we go. 14. 15, 16. Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to just do 17 just to make sure. And right here, this is going to be very, very overweight, okay? Which is completely fine. So now we forced 18 into our inventory, and we're carrying 1, right? And they're all, this is worth 89,000 silver, and this one's worth another 5. So we have 95,000 silver on us right now. Okay. And we're gonna walk very slowly out of the game. We're gonna just walk. If we die, it doesn't matter. Okay? We're gonna take the time to walk off of the tutorial island back back over here to the little forest area, right? And then we're gonna go down through these doors, and then we'll be safe. But getting through this fortress is gonna be a trick. So just click numlock on your computer keyboard, and you'll be auto walking. And you can just wait and watch as your character moves very slowly at 800% capacity, and you're going to be carrying 100k off of the island. Take a nap, go get a snack, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure you don't walk into the forest, just go up the hill, you know what I'm saying? Everyone around you is going to be very confused. They might even ask you, how do you walk slow? I don't understand, you know what I mean? But it's going to be totally worth it. So this is going to save you like literally like 4 hours of grinding and gathering at the very beginning, and then you won't have to spend 3 days fighting dungeons and stuff to get from tier 3 to tier 4. You'll go to the mainland and you'll instantly have tier 4 because you'll be able to buy tomes of insight and get straight into the actual game, because you'll have the variety of every item, all like 6 to 9 versions of every leather jacket and every leather hood and plate armor and plate hood helmet and plate boots and leather boots and cloth like cowl or hood and cloth robe and cloth boots and weapons and axes, and you'll have everything at your disposal. You know what I mean? Anything you want, you'll be able to unlock it to tier 4, but you'll have only enough money to unlock 1 full set of tier 4. So make sure you kind of look around the Destiny board and you decide what you want. I think I'm gonna go with daggers or a bow, so I'm gonna go ahead and like get to the mainland. I'm wearing the tier 4, so I can use 1 tome of insight. It'll unlock the tier 3. I'll buy the tier 3 of whatever I want, like say it's a dagger, and then I will go ahead and use the other 3 books that I buy, and it'll give me the ability to pick any of the tier 4 daggers that I want. And we should have enough money left over to go ahead and buy that as well. Should be about, I think they're like 460k for all 4. I might take all our money, but we'll at least unlock tier 4. You know what I'm saying? And then we could go get the money for the gear we want and then go from there. And I think there's a quest that gives us quite a bit of silver at the very beginning when we land in there. I just think it's a lot faster to collect 17 mules and walk this distance than it is to sit there for like 2.5 hours hitting stones for 60k when you can get, you know, 90k from the mules. So you want to walk in between these guys, try not to aggro them, they kill you, you're not gonna be able to move because your mount is struggling to move with all this weight. You won't lose anything if you die, but it's definitely not a good idea because you'll be knocked down for like 3 minutes. I'm going to avoid archers and these mages. And just weave my way through here real quick. If you type /say, you can say help me. And then you press enter and up, enter and up, enter and up. And somebody around here that's doing the quest to kill these guys will protect you. And up here, I think they're on the left side, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the right side. And I'm just going to avoid aggroing these archers. And then that dagger guy right there, and then these mages in the middle. Hug this wall real quick. Kind of walk straight in between the two. Nice and slow. Oh no, don't walk towards me. That archer scared me, dude. He walks around. Just a little bit. After this, I think we're in the clear once we get past these guys. Just go towards the wall. Oh, there's fire mages right there. Oh my god, there's more. By the entrance there. I might die. Please don't attack me. Oh my god. Oh my god. I might die. Oh, please no, don't walk out here. Okay, yeah, go back in there. Come on, let's sneak out of here. Don't attack me. Oh, they attacked me. No, please, don't do it. Oh my gosh. I'm using my heal ability. And I'm healing and I'm running. If I get further enough away, I'll use my fire shield. I'll use my dash and my fire shield. Oh my god. Oh my god, please reset. Protect me with fire shield. Protect me. This is why we're going to use the bow. Because you can fight back with the bow. Okay, we killed him. Alright, we survived. I'm going to use my run to heal. And then I'm going to press E and then E again to dash. That's probably faster. Wait for that to go up. Press E and E again to dash. Wait for the cooldown to come back up. The poor mule died, bro, but we used a bow for a reason. So we could survive. And then we're going to run and then E and then dash. And we're almost there, boys. Time you tune in, this guy's overweight. I'm making a 780% trip for 100k on a brand new character, bro. Teaching people how to make that money. That's why we use the bow, though. So we could survive. You know what I'm saying? If you're brand new, you're going to start the new economy, this is the way to do it. You don't have to spend 2 hours gathering stone for 60k when you can just buy 19 mules really fast and dash your way to victory with a bow. And then run to heal. Fire shield to reflect all that damage. Dash. Super nice, right? We're almost there, guys. Almost there, bro. We're gonna we're gonna be able to pick what island we spawn on. Here we go. Talk to this lady. Come on. Run. Get there.
Albion is waiting.
All right, let's go.
Welcome aboard.
Want to buy a journey down here to Stepcross in the desert, and we just pop up in a fucking city.